This is Curt Frantz reporting for Infowars at Infowars.com and Prison Planet at PrisonPlanet.com. The recent retirement of Justice Kennedy from the United States Supreme Court has stirred again conversation about abortion and its possible change in legal status. I want to present to the pro-life group that abortion may be the least bad choice. When a woman goes into a doctor to have a mole or a cyst or a tumor removed, that's like good riddance, that's good stuff. It's a qualitatively different thing to have her preborn child removed. That's a sad thing. It's a lost potential, and it's something to grieve. We're often in life faced with only bad choices, and then we make choosing the least bad choice as our option. So an example of that might be euthanizing a longtime family pet. That's a sad thing to do. We grieve that. It's not a happy choice. It's not a good choice. It's the least bad choice. When a woman has her preborn child removed, and I'm not going to talk about the minority of cases in which it was rape, including incest, or the physical health of the mother or the physical health of the child that led to that decision. But I'm going to talk about the vast majority, the 90+% of the cases in which the woman gives for having an abortion. And that is, I don't want the responsibility, I can't afford it, I don't want to impact on my lifestyle, I'm not in a good relationship, I'm too young and immature, I've had enough of children, I don't really want any more. So that set of reasons, the I set of reasons, can all be bundled into one. It's a selfish, self-absorbed reason, in which the woman is saying, I prefer my life circumstances, my lifestyle, my current set of responsibility to your life, That's a bad choice, but is it the least bad choice? So a woman who is making those considerations about aborting or not, to continue with a child, there's a selfish woman, self-absorbed woman, irresponsible woman, who will be bringing the baby into an environment in which she will not be attuned what the baby's needs are, desires are, likely provide a dysfunctional environment for that child. As a result, that baby grows up with a very low sense of self. I mean, it's the nurturing that they get in those earliest years, those first couple of years, that really sets the tone for their life. If they come out of that with the initial sense of self that is, I'm not worthy of my mother's attention or her time, I'm not comfortable in my own skin, these are feelings more than they are thoughts. Barring that child as they grow into a youth and adult, recognizing, which is rare, the need to grow their sense of self, taking on that enormous task, enormously difficult task, and being successful at it, which is rather rare, they are going to be prone in their life to depression, to anxiety, to addictions, to making unhealthy choices, being in unhealthy relationships, having an inner emptiness and unhappiness. They will seek to please others, not for the sake of others, but to get back some strokes as a form of salve for their wounded soul. They will have a greater likelihood of committing crimes, greater likelihood of committing suicide, and it is guaranteed that they will spread their unhealthiness to others. So the choice there is then to not experience life at all, to not be aware, not experience the joys or the sorrows or the pain, or to experience it with that baggage that I just described. Which is the least bad choice? I mean, adults will sometimes choose suicide over continued living. They make an assessment that their life appears like it's going to just be pain and discomfort, and they may choose over that, and then they don't see the possibilities and joy in living, So they're going to choose emptiness rather than what they expect their life to be. Now that perhaps is the least bad choice. It's not a good choice, but it's maybe the least bad choice for them. But they're making that choice for themselves about their own life. It's not that the mom is making that choice to spare the baby from this angst that they would live if they were to be born, because they're too self-absorbed and selfish to consider the other. But from a societal perspective, which is the least bad choice? I mean, every violent criminal, every dictator, every hateful person was once a beautiful baby. And it is especially their early years, and especially their mom's caretaking or lack thereof, what they gave them, what they did not give them, that establishes that initial sense of self, that, barring effort to change it, sets the trajectory for the rest of their life. So which is the least bad choice? Now, I didn't talk about adoption because for these women, selfish, self-absorbed, focused on their own lifestyle and responsibilities and situation, to go through pregnancy and to go through childbearing for others, that's not an option. I mean, you always have the option to take your own life, to murder somebody, to move out of the country. Those are always options on the table. But are they really? No, I mean, yeah, they're not even there. You don't even consider those. For a woman who would consider abortion in that state, that's not an option. It's only about 1 in 700 times that a woman will seek to carry to term and put a baby up for adoption. The rest of the time they're going to abort rather than surrender to adoption. So it's not an option. So what is the least bad option? A death before ever knowing life? Or a life of unhappiness and unhealthiness and spreading that to others? This is not eugenics. This is the mom personally limiting her genetic line, personally, by choice, limiting the unhealthiness she begets. This is Curt Frantz reporting for Infowars at Infowars.com and Prison Planet at PrisonPlanet.com.